You know, some songs are more than just music. They're like a portal. They build a whole world you can almost step right into. And today, we're diving deep into one of those tracks, Kabukicho Melody by Orquestra de cães-guaxinim. It's a song that somehow manages to paint this incredibly vivid picture of Tokyo's most famous nightlife district, using nothing but sound.
And right off the bat, the official notes for the song tell us exactly what we're in for. This isn't just some catchy tune. It's a whole statement about the dangerous allure and the electric, thrilling energy of Kabukicho after the sun goes down. So the stage is set for a story of ambition, atmosphere, and maybe a little bit of risk.
Alright, so what's the story here? Let's start by digging into the narrative that's woven through the lyrics, which kind of acts as our guide through these neon-lit streets.
At its heart, this song is all about a high-stakes gamble. The lyrics paint a picture of someone navigating this world of secrets and desire. But here's the thing, they're not a victim, they're a player, right in the middle of a risky dance to make their dreams come true. It's that classic, compelling story of trying to make it in the big city.
And you can really see the whole journey unfold. It starts in the shadows, chasing dreams through this labyrinth of desire. But by the end, there's this really powerful shift. It's all about taking control, making your mark, and standing tall when the sun comes up. It's a story of survival, for sure, but also a story of triumph.
But of course, the words are only half the picture, right? The music itself is what really builds the world of Kabukicho. So, let's switch gears and look at the sonic architecture, how this track actually gets its totally unique sound. Yeah, you can't just slap one label on this song. It's this brilliant, retro-cool fusion. You've got the super smooth, sophisticated vibe of city pop, that undeniable groove of funk that makes you want to move, and the slick polish of modern J-pop. The result is this sound that feels like a throwback to 80s Tokyo, but is also completely fresh.
And this table really breaks down the key ingredients. That bass line, it's not just sitting in the background keeping time. It's practically a lead singer, this melodic anchor that drives the entire track. Then you've got that crisp, funky guitar, those rich, retro keyboards, and a brass section that just drips with jazzy, sophisticated flair. Every single instrument has its job, and they all come together to create this incredibly polished urban feel. Okay, so we've got an ambitious story and this super sophisticated sound. But what does it all feel like when you listen? Well, the emotional vibe of this track is way more complex than you'd think.
Okay, this is where it gets really fascinating. If you just look at the data, the song has a high valence score, which basically means it should sound happy, even euphoric. But when you actually listen, you get something totally different. It's cool, it's mellow, and there's this kind of bittersweet, melancholic feeling underneath it all. It's the difference between being at the party and just coolly observing the party from a corner booth.
So the secret sauce is really this specific blend of emotions. It's mostly that smooth coolness and urban sophistication, yeah? But it's that 20% of mellow reflection that gives the whole thing its depth. It perfectly captures that feeling of being alone in a huge crowd, just thoughtful and observant, while the city buzzes all around you. So how in the world do they pull off this complex sound and feeling? Let's peek behind the curtain a bit and look at the technical foundation, the actual blueprint of the track.
The groove is really built on three main pillars. First up is syncopation. That's the rhythmic magic hitting on the offbeats, and it's what gives the song that infectious funk bounce. Then there's the layering. If you listen really closely, you can hear how every instrument is playing its own little interlocking part, like a giant rhythmic puzzle coming together. And finally, the structure itself is straight out of jazz fusion, swapping out simple verse-chorus patterns for these awesome instrumental breaks where the musicians really get to show off.
Now, let's talk about the engine driving this whole thing. The tempo is a blistering 202 beats per minute. I mean, that is flying, faster than a lot of high-energy dance music. But here's the genius part. You don't really feel that frantic speed. It just creates this powerful, energetic pulse underneath everything, pushing the song forward without ever making it feel rushed.
So you're probably asking, why doesn't it feel chaotic at that speed? Well, a big part of the answer is the key, a minor. This key is a classic choice for music that's going for a more thoughtful, maybe even moody vibe. It's what gives the track that crucial bit of melancholy we talked about. It's like the cool head to the music's fast-beating heart. And finally, holding all this amazing rhythmic complexity together is a simple, solid foundation. Good old 4/4 time. This keeps the whole track grounded and easy to follow, which lets all those intricate funk and jazz layers dance right on top without losing us. It's the perfect balance between complex and stable. So when you put it all together, the determined story in the lyrics, that retro funk sound, the complex emotions, the technical skill, you end up with something that's so much more than just a song. It's an experience. It's a sonic painting of a very specific time and place. It's what it feels like to walk through Kabukicho at night, soaking in the energy, the danger, and all the possibilities.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. This track is a perfect portrait of Tokyo's nightlife, but it really makes you wonder, if you had to write a song that captured the feeling of your city, what would it sound like? What instruments would you use? And what story would you want it to tell?
In the sleepless city, lights aglow. Kabukicho's pulse where secrets flow. Desires swirl in the midnight air. I'll rise above beyond compare. Kabukicho melody, danger's tune. In this city's heart under the moon. Feel the thrill, the fire in my soul. In this world I'll take control. Oh, in Kabukicho's night. Chasing dreams, ready to fight. Signs and whispered schemes in the shadows, chasing dreams. Every corner holds a chance to step ahead in this risky dance. Kabukicho melody, danger's tune. In this city's heart under the moon. Feel the thrill, the fire in my soul. In this world I'll take control. Desire, I'll find my way climbing higher. The rhythm of the night guides me in Kabukicho, wild and free. As the dawn breaks, a new day calls. Standing strong within these walls, I've made my mark in the city's light. In Kabukicho, ready to ignite. Kabukicho melody, danger's tune. In this city's heart under the moon. Feel the thrill, the fire in my soul. In this world I'll take control. In Kabukicho's night.